I found this in 5 minutes.
Guys, immersing yourself in 100% nature, even for just a few hours, can be breathtaking therapy for whatever your worries may be on a given day. And just south of Marco in Southwest Florida is a perfect, preserved, thriving natural world for you to do just that. Our 10,000 Islands. This is a good one. Here we go. This is Kellie Brown. Kellie and her husband said, we gotta do an episode on the 10,000 Islands.
You have to be there to understand. This is something you have to see. This is about experiencing a different place, a different time.
The 10,000 Islands are a geographic area named for what was approximately 10,000 islands off the coast of Southwest Florida. Beginning just south of Marco at Cape Romano, continuing south to the mouth of Lossman's River. Kellie and I had Captain Craig Marshall Daniels Jr., a native of the 10,000 Islands, show us around, where his family's been for 7 generations.
Dude, it's beautiful. It is beautiful. Every day, wake up happy every morning. This is a job when you go to sleep happy and wake up happy.
I can't do it justice with a description. It's like the land that time forgot.
Right here, guys, we have a bird rookery. This is where the pelicans, cormorants, egrets, and ibis come to sleep at night. Lay their eggs here, have their babies here.
Over the course of hundreds or thousands of years, certain islands are identified by birds to be safe from predators. Safe to sleep, safe to lay eggs, safe to close their eyes at night. These are called rookeries.
It's just such an interconnected system, from the life in the water, from the microbes, the plankton that kind of start the food chain. Then you've got the fish, you've got the dolphins, you've got the manatees, you've got the birds.
The red mangrove is the one that makes up the majority of the 10,000 islands. It's the one you see here with these root systems. This tree is what brings the abundance of life to our area. It's a great refuge for the wildlife and animals. We're in like a estuary type area of brackish water, mixture of fresh and salt. And all the wildlife can get up in these roots and begin to live, the snails, the crabs, and hide, and the smaller fish and things like that. It also holds the islands together with these massive roots. So that way when the storms and hurricanes like Ian and Irma come, it does not wash our islands away.
When you're in this world, and it's just down the road, but it's a whole different world. It's a world that's completely oblivious to the fact that our world exists just up the road.
The birds, it's like they've got their own world they live in. They kind of look like us doing errands every day, running from one place to the next. But they all seem to have a direction, a destination that they're trying to get to. And it all works so perfectly in harmony. And to be so far from what we think of as everyday life.
Every animal, every bird heading somewhere, doing exactly what they gotta do. And then there's you, probably just you, watching it all. We were out for 4.5 hours and didn't see one other boat. The Calusa built up these mounds?
Yes, sir. They'd go out with their canoes and then they would bring in boatloads of oysters, clams, and conchs. And as they would open them up and eat them, they'd throw them on the ground.
Amazing.
I
I mean,
think that's what
think
Carlos
about the
said.
time.
Okay.
Think about how long it took for that to
They
accumulate.
say all the way back to 8,000 years ago, the shell mound building Indians were here. The Calusa only go back to about 2,000 years, I think. And then before that was the pre-Columbian Indians that were the shell mound builders. Piece of pottery right here. See how when I wet it, it's turning orange? See that big old chunk of bowl? It's even curved. This is a piece of pottery here. You can see how they were creative and artistic, the little line across it. Pottery here, pottery there.
Here's what's really interesting. What you're seeing is exactly what the Calusa saw all those years ago. This place has looked exactly like this for thousands of years. The colors, the plant life, the water, the mangroves, the sea life, the birds, everything exact.
We, in our lives, we don't ever experience total quiet, ever. It's all pure, just sounds of nature.
Everything exact.
To be able to not see another human being for 4 hours, it's like you're on another planet almost. Just you, the birds, the dolphins, the manatees.
See you next week.